Hi, I'm Jim O'Leary, and this fall I'll be doing a course that's called The Moon in Art, Science, and Culture. The Moon in Art, we'll be looking at some famous works like Van Gogh's Starry Night, J.M.W. Turner's art, and dozens of others where the moon has an appearance in art, either as a sort of source of light or a symbol of hope or something else. So lots of examples of that. We'll take a tour of the moon. I want to show you the features that you can see by eye or with a pair of binoculars, or if you're lucky enough to have a small telescope or a friend with one, things we see as the moon goes through its phases, the craters, the mountains, the vast seas that are lava seas that have frozen over. We can even see the Apollo landing sites from orbit where the astronauts walked, and we can see their footsteps left behind on the moon. We'll see how Shakespeare referred to the moon in his plays. Look at Clair de Lune and Moonlight, some famous pieces of music, and look at the work of Da Vinci and Galileo and how they interpreted the moon. Of course, we'll treat phases and tides and eclipses. There's a great eclipse of the moon coming up next year in April, so I can tell you where to go to watch that. You don't have to travel far to see this beautiful total eclipse of the sun caused by the moon. And historically, a couple of characters have moon connections. Harriet Tubman, Paul Revere, the sinking of the Titanic has some moon connections as well. And recently, in the last couple of years, we've discovered that there's water on the moon. We used to think it was a dry world, but now we know there's water in hidden craters. And as we return to the moon, that's water that we can use for resources for the astronauts. And we'll also look at where the moon came from, how it formed, why it formed the way it did, and how it came to look the way it is today. So that's kind of in a nutshell what the course is about. Hope you can join me. It's the Moon in Art, Science, and Culture.